Hey there. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday, as they say. As who says? I don't know. I've heard it. People say it. People say it. But it's a well-deserved Friday evening. Busy, busy week. I'm sure you guys have busy week. I've had a busy week, and I'm happy to be here with you guys on a Friday night talking about watches. Hopefully, uh, you know, some people show up and we can get a good conversation going. Anyway, I am wearing my Citizen. Yeah, this is a series 8. Still wearing this watch. I got it last week, and I've been wearing it, nonstop on my wrist. It's a really love this watch. Just the sweet spot of where I'm able to collect these days. I'm trying to stay underneath $1,000 watches for a while, at least for the next like year or so, right? Anyway, so this is normally like a 15.95, I think, in MSRPs, but at 15.95. But I got it on eBay from the Citizen eBay store for like a third of the price. So happy about that. And I've been hunting for watches, and maybe we'll take a look a little bit on my eBay list and see what I'm looking for these days. Anyway, let me say hello to some of you guys on the chat, and hopefully you can share with us, what you're wearing and what are you thinking about next. So what is the next piece in your collection? What have you been hunting? Um, I think it's a buyer's market out there, certainly for a lot of watches. um of course, there's like the Pateks and the Rolexes and whatnot, those high-end luxury timepieces that are going to be, kind of like immune to whatever macroeconomic factors are there across the world, right? So but I think most watches, I think we're seeing a little bit of a buyer's market, especially in the summertime. I think the summer doldrums, pricing is bleh, right, for sellers, right? So, maybe more of an opportunity for watch buying. Smoko, nice how watch. I guess he's talking about the new Aqualine, Aqualine Citizen that I have on the thumbnail. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about this. There's some new releases out there that I want to talk about for sure. Hey, there is Marceau. He is wearing his UN Michelangelo, very awesome, beautiful watch. Greetings to you, Caliber. Good to see you. Hey, Peter C is here. Here, he's been having fun with his Grail Z lately. Nodded. Okay. Um, Bit a few times and nothing yet. All right. Okay. Well, good luck with that. Yeah, yeah. So, there are some timepieces. Might as well jump into that, right? Let me get my eBay wish list queued up so you guys can see what I've been looking at lately. There might be some other stuff than watches on here, but just stuff that that I'm looking at. Also, I think I'm not going to worry too much about, and I spoke about it last week, about like I was unsure of, especially when it comes to eBay purchases and foreign and timepieces sold outside of the United States, like how that would be affected by tariffs and whatnot. And I think I'm just gonna just kind of chance it. If I find something that I really really like, that I'm just gonna go ahead and see. And if I pay a tariff, and well, then lesson learned. I'm delving into timepieces that are on a way more affordable range, right? So like whatever tariff that I may accidentally trigger, hopefully it won't be a damaging choice. Hey, Unachieving Watch Collector here, wearing the last generation Explorer tonight. Oh, very nice. Hey, Maison, just woke up again to watch nothing on risk because I was in bed. Get some sleep. I mean, I appreciate you, Maison. I really do. You've always been very, very supportive and making the effort to watch on the streams, and I know you're way ahead time zone wise. But yeah, get some sleep. Get some sleep. You could always catch the replay. But no, I'm glad you're here. Stay if you're if you're up. Um, let's take a look at some things, and there's gonna be like a rebuy here too. Look. I mean, this Seiko Prospects SPV 299 J1 for I've had this watch. This watch is great. The dial is unbelievable. Well, okay, that's a little bit of exaggeration. The dial is a really really nice dial. And it kind of we know Seiko does great dial work, especially Grand Seiko does great dial work. So this is at 799 for buy it now, brand new from an Asian dealer. Um, $20 shipping. It's a buy it now. I mean, this is a very good price for this watch. This is a very if it sticks to this price. I mean, like if we're looking at taxes and shipping, maybe it's closer to like 900. Yeah, I mean that's still a pretty decent for a new version of this watch. A new model. And of course, I'm looking at this one. Although I have the Citizen on my wish list, I'm not sure if I fancy it that much. It is a Series 8 chronograph. I mean, chronograph GMT. Um, I've owned the I guess quote unquote Pepsi version of this watch. Um, but and then that was good too. That was a good timepiece as well. He's on saying I didn't set an alarm. I just thought to myself to wake up. Oh, okay, okay. Um, so looking at that just out of just curiosity, right? I don't think I'll get this one. I think it's just a little too much. Um, Another ProMaster here. Good looking timepiece as well. This is the official watches deals. This is their Citizen um, eBay page, and yeah, yeah. The only thing I don't care for on this watch is it going to open up a new page? No, no. Oh, great. Okay, staying in the same page. Um, this is what bothers me about. I'll tell you what bothers me about it. Can we get a zoom in here? Okay, it's not letting me zoom in. Okay, yes, here we go. So the hour hand bothers me, right? The skeletonized portion of that, it doesn't really match with the minute time, with the minute hand, right? So I much rather have it filled up here, and not with loom, but with steel or whatever. Um, that's what bothers me. That's the deal breaker for me in this watch. Otherwise, I think it's a really, I mean, it's a watch that I would love to own. Um, but that bothers me. Um, Hey, Thomas, good to see you. The new Laurent Ferrier Sport Auto 2079 in rose gold is awesome, but at 779K, it'll be a lottery winner watch. Hopefully, I can see one in October. Yeah, yeah. I mean, those are beautiful. Oh, I assume you mean October. Are you going back to watch time? Because yeah. I mean, hopefully this year I can meet up with you. Um, hey, Thomas. Thomas. Okay. Um, so that's another timepiece there that I just keep my eyes on. I mean, if that drops to a certain price, that that might be, I might as well just go for it. Um, Man, this is another watch that I've owned, and it's a great watch. And I have it here. This is Exquisite Timepieces out of Florida. Has this same watch pre-owned, but in excellent condition for 595. Oh, 695, 695. So a full $300 less than what you have here. But I just like to keep an eye on it. This is a great watch, the SPB 185. It's just very, very tooly. Um, just a great watch. And I don't think they make it anymore. Let's see, what else do I have? This is Marine Master. This is the Series 8 in we call it the Batman configuration. This is the watch here that I have, but that's sold. Hey, dish rack. Okay. So I have this older dishwasher, right? Maytag, and it's probably over 20 years old. Runs great, but the rack is starting to deteriorate a little bit. And so they don't make that particular model anymore. Anyway, the only racks I could find are like on eBay, and they're like for like 400, 500, $600, the racks, which is more than the a new dishwasher now. It's crazy. And I hate to like buy a new dishwasher because um the racks are deteriorated. You know what I mean? Like um the dishwasher runs fine. So I mean like we found some like little caps that we can put on top of like the little nubs and hopefully anyway, okay, moving on. I'm digging this ProMaster. I think we talked about it last week. I'm digging this ProMaster. I know it's a big boy. It's 46 millimeters, but I think it'll fit like a tuna. It's thick, but it's Eco Drive, so I'm thinking maybe it'll be slightly on the lighter side, even though it's a stainless steel case. This ProMaster Nighthawk, just a great looking watch. I don't know. I go back and forth about it. Um, the Seiko Prospects SPV 147. I don't know. I just have that up there. Guitar. Here's this one. This one here for 409 is sold out. This is a place from the Netherlands. That's a good deal. That's a great deal. But now I'm falling in love with the blue dial version of it, right? I think that's a better looking watch right now. I go back and forth between these two, which one I like the most. Another ProMaster Nighthawk, another Series 8 GMT. I might as well just get rid of these. The same Prospects, um, Save the Ocean that I used to own, another guitar. And some racks, and here we go. Yeah, I mean it's basically filled with three of the same watch, like different variations. Oh, there's a waffle iron, but that ended. Okay. Um, yeah, this one ended. Did that sell for 640? Hmm. That's interesting. I flirted with the idea of the um, well, the Forza, but I think it's actually called. I think they couldn't use that name, so now it's called something else. It was something with a Z. This one, titanium chronograph. But I don't know. I don't know. There's something I just don't like. I'm not a fan of quartz or eco drive chronographs. I like a mechanical. I prefer a mechanical chronograph for sure. Comic books. Okay. Um, let's see here. Yikes, $500 for a dish rack. I know. It's crazy just for the rack. Um, don't have a problem. Don't have that problem with Bosch. Does that mean we'll have a dishwasher stream next? Maybe 1,000 for a new dish. No, no, not 1,000 for a new dishwasher. I think they're much less. They're like 400, 300, $400 for like a dishwasher. Because I looked at Lowe's, the rack itself um, is like 400, $500. You know, because they know that they don't make the like whoever has hoarded all these dish racks. They know they don't make that dishwasher anymore. I think that's why they're trying to get away with the price. Um, uh, Mega Quartz won't do that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just don't like it. I just don't like a Quartz or Mega Quartz or Eco Drive chronograph. Not for me. Um, okay, let's go to monochrome. Um, Ulysse Nardine Freak X with gold enamel. This is the 17th century. Okay, yeah, 21st century watchmaking in the most captivating way imaginable. Yeah, I mean, like the Freak is just an awesome timepiece. Um, just look at that. I mean, that dial is just gorgeous dial. And this is enamel, right? Um, so I think like enamel dials are not easy, right? They're not easy to make. I mean, look at Anardane, right, with their enamel dials. I mean, they've had to throw away batches, because of that, because of the difficulty of mass producing enamel dials. Um, let's see here. Does it have any Freaks Made in China is a unique carousel construction that continuously rotates over the main plate. Okay. Let's see here. Do they talk about the dial here a little bit? Um, I mean, here's some pictures of it for sure. There they are. I'm sure they talk about it, but let's see here. You know what? Let me just right, right. Enamel, enamel. Um, okay, so the new range, more specifically the Freak X sub collection, is the Freak X Gold Enamel, which sees Ulysse Nardin fusing traditional craftsmanship with the state of art watchmaking. Um, it gets now though it gets a stunning gear-shaped nameplate with a blue enamel to the finish. This is set in a rose gold PVD. Um, wow, I mean, not really much more on the enamel or how they did it in this article. It's limited to 120 pieces. Um, 43 millimeter case diameter, 13.38 height, sapphire crystal, made with the caliber 230 in-house movement, 72 hours power reserve, um, 48.5 USD. Yeah, I was going to ask Marceau. Yeah, you like it, huh? Okay, good. Um, major watch news. Oh, Archie sold all his Rolexes. Oh, wow. That's interesting. Um, Breguet is where is that? Is that what he's doing? He's gone Breguet. Um, Thomas, do you know? Um, whole dial rotates. That's cool. Um, all right. Yeah, it's a beauty. That's a beautiful watch. Okay, let's um, let's jump around. I'll come back to monochrome. Let's go to Hodinkee. You know, uh, I saw this today, and I thought, wow, that's really neat, right? This is a collab between Noah and Timex and the Lighthouse watch. I love lighthouses. I got a lighthouse tattoo, so that was partial when I saw this. I mean, right at the bat, you know this is going to be a small timepiece, and it is. It's 31 by 35, but I really think this is kind of very very cool. I love this kind of artistry on the dials of timepieces, and you see this like kind of stuff like through all price points, right? RGM does great work on dials, right? Whether it's on an enamel dial, um, when they or however they do it, right? They make beautiful ship dials, right? And other brands, of course, they do that as well, right? I mean, but I don't know. There's something about this watch that I just think it's adorable, and it's fairly um, affordable, right? I think it's like a little bit over $200. Leather strap shape feels clear, nod to the '70s revival. Yeah, absolutely. I get that vibe as well. Noah found I really don't know much about Noah. Is that some sort of like clothing line or what? I'm not sure. Historically, this is Brendan, the founder. He has been drawn to things where you're not quite sure is it a woman's piece or not. I mean, it's small, right? So you get that impression that it's more of a feminine piece. But the lighthouse, I don't know. It just works for me. And yeah, $229. Quartz little timepiece, just kind of adorable, kind of an adorable watch. I like it. Yeah. What do you guys think? That Timex needs a little bird on the roof. Yeah, yeah. Uh, you have a lighthouse yeah, I do. When I suppose that will stop those pesky ships running over. Absolutely, absolutely. It sends out a clear light in the middle of the night, right? And so it just lets the ships know where I am, so they kind of just come home to port safely, and they just don't, you know, bump into me, right? Um, I don't know, but I like it. I like it. Let's go to Fratello. Is it Fratello that has it? Okay, so a couple things. Let me pull up this article here. The new JN Shapiro Infinity Series Pure. Look, massive respect for Shapiro, Josh Shapiro. I think his dial work, his guilloche is great. Um, and I think the overall style of his timepieces, I am attracted to. And I know that these timepieces can get up there in price point, right? I mean, like he's got some expensive timepieces. He puts out in a lot of work. This one, though, this one, I well, I would say that a little. I'm having a problem matching price point with what this watch offers, right? So, you have this tremendous, well done guilloche work on the dial, right? I mean, it's the case is okay. There's nothing to write home about. I mean, it's a nice case. I mean, it's got polished and brushed, obviously the dial is where it's at, and you don't have any movement exposure here, right? Um, you have some, engraving, guilloche style engraving in the back of the case. Um, it is powered by a Lejeune Perret um, 200. Is it 200? Um, F200, right? Manual winding caliber, 3 hertz, 21,000 beats per hour, 90-hour power reserve, which is incredible. Incredible. Um, but he's but they're asking for about $26,000 for this one. Yeah, 26 US. It's limited. You have two different dial versions, 18 each. Um, but man, I mean, that's a lot of money. I think that's a lot of money, and I don't know if this was like maybe his foray into um more affordable timepieces. But man, I like I can get a Benzinger for like half the price, right? And it's the movement is side is engraved and decorated. Um, the case is probably a little bit more compelling. The dial is just as compelling, or even more so. You know, um, so this one is a little bit of a head scratcher for me. I think I don't mean to say this as an insult, but I think I think it's a money grab. I think it's a money grab. Um, let's see here. Von Kroll, I've got a hankering for a G-Shock Square in titanium, but maybe I don't want to spend the MRG money, so I'd be looking for a GMW B5000 or something. Mrs. Legs has a square um, titanium, the Digicamo, and I don't know what those go for anymore. I mean, I think they were new. They were like 15, 1600, and you could find them a couple years ago for like 800, $900. I don't know what they're going for now, but if you like titanium, and if you're like the square, I mean, it's not an MRG, um, maybe look into that and see what they go for these days. Uh, I'm crazy enough to spend 2,500 G-Shock there, but not 5K. Yeah, no, we all have our limits. Does it hack? I don't know. I don't know. Probably. I don't know. Is it? Yeah, it is. It is a bit pricey. Yeah, I think so. Right. Um, yeah, digicamos are cool. Um, and I want to root for a guy like in-house American, watchmaker. Um, you know, but man, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money for this watch. I mean, and look, people are going to buy it. Obviously, people will. So they'll sell. But you know, I don't know. I think I and I know sometimes. How do I say this? Like 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 with these kind of like luxury items, like sometimes price is not going to make sense. It's a luxury item. Price is not going to make sense. I can't help thinking of it that way though, especially since I know that there is another watchmaker who's a master at Kiyoshe, and I mentioned his name before, Joachim Benzinger, who can put out a watch that is just as spectacular for easily half the price. Even a watch that Peter C and I have owned, the Jaeger and Benzinger, right? That movement on it was an off-the-shelf manufacturer movement. Okay, maybe you don't get the 90-hour power reserve manual movement, but it was probably like 38 or 40. Um, but I think same frequency, same amount of joules, maybe less joules, maybe less frequency. Maybe it was an 18.6 or whatever. But just a great little timepiece. Same dimensions here, 37. But I think it was like 38. The Jaeger and Benzinger 45 lug to lug. Eight. It was very very thin, and it was just a beautiful beautiful watch. And and you could have gotten that watch all day for like three or four, maybe maybe more now, but at the time that I picked it up. And is this watch $22,000 better? No, no, I don't think so. Um, yeah, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Um, hey, Rafael, hola, buenas noches. Um, so let's move on. Let's move on from this. I think I saw here a Breguet Type 20. Is this new? 250th anniversary continues with two new references. The Breguet 20 chronograph 2075 watches. Um, I mean, I really dig this one. I like this one. Um, I mean, aesthetically, I think it looks very, very, very nice. It's probably really expensive though. Gold case. It looks like a gold case here, right? Two Breguet calibers. The caliber 7279 powers the black dial, and the other one is a 7278. Oh, I mean that's wow. That's really cool how that main plate area, you have a little plane over here. I like that. And clouds. I think that's clouds, or is that countries? Oh no, that's England and Ireland right there. Um, well, I mean, this is handsome. It's small. It's like 38, right? 38 millimeter. Um, 13.2. The gold weighs 53 grams. Yeah, I mean, it's yeah, okay. So 36.5 and 38 100. Um, wow, that's I mean, I'm not really crazy about um Breguet chronos, these Type 20, 21s or whatever. But this is nice. I mean, it's nice. For 20K, you can get a Strahler Cerna. That's I go, oh yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, again, we have to like, it's I have a hard time, trying to validate different timepieces against each other because of the price point. I like it's my instinct to do that, but I got to remember these are luxury items, and at a certain point, like you can't uh, making an apples to apples comparison is just I don't know what the if it's worthy of for me to analyze it that way anymore. Um, uh, okay, let's go back and take a look at that Seiko. I like this. I think this is well. I think this is a nice looking watch, Thomas. I know you brought it up. I had a video on this the other day when it came out. Um, just like what Seiko does with dials, you know, and that goes from from Seiko to Grand Seiko to other brands. Um, it's I just like what they do. The porcelain dials. This is a very nice watch, very elegant. Um, yeah, don't really need to see the movement on this. If it would have saved like some thickness on the watch, I could have gone without 100-meter water resistance, 12.4. Like if I could have saved a millimeter by like going um, with a flat case back, I think that would have been the way to go. I know these brands, especially Seiko, they want to show the case back because I think a lot of the people who are kind of like into the hobby or maybe just like one watcher kind of people. They want to see movements, even though there's you and I know because we've been initiated to this hobby for a while now. We are watch enthusiasts. We know that there's so many better looking movements that are worth um, the exhibition case back, so we can see what they look like. This is not. This is not. So, I would have much preferred, just a flat case back, save some thickness to it. 21,000 beats per hour, 72-hour power reserve, which is great. Um, I mean, 1950. I mean, it's expensive. Limited to 1,200 pieces, which is, okay. I mean, not that limited, but it's available in boutiques, and I expect this to come down in price, right? Um, but this is just I like it. I like this. I like the dial. Um, this Type 20 is way overpriced. Nice watches. I like the omission of the date complication. Agreed. 36,500 for the black dial, 38,000 for the limited anniversary silver dial, 250 pieces is ridiculous. Okay, yeah. That Seiko is very very classy. I like the counterbalance of the second hand. Rafael, ¿qué relojazos solos los podría tener soñado una noche con ellos? Hola, ¿a qué biblioteca te refieres? I think Maison was having a little fun with you. Uh, ¿Dónde está la biblioteca is a very for us gringos, right? I mean, that's like one of the first sentences you learn when you learn Spanish, right? ¿Dónde está la biblioteca? Uh, okay. Um, yeah, okay. I mean, I have it on the thumbnail, right? So we might as well talk about it. Um, where is it? I know. I just want to get this out of the way. So, um, New Citizen Aqualine ProMaster 40th anniversary. So I am not a big Aqualine fan. I that depth meter, whatever it's going on at the 95 position, I just am not a big fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it in combination with all the pushers, right? There's a whole lot going on here. If it stood by itself, if it wasn't like a quartz, and I know it has to be, but if it wasn't quartz and it just had like, the depth meter here and the crown at the 430, okay, that somehow could work for me. But there's just way too much going on. Having said that, if I was ever to get an Aqualine, this would be it. I just like the combination of the gold tone and the matted case. color of the case here. Yeah, it's generally it's a good looking timepiece, um, color wise. Just too much going on. Too much going on. 50 millimeter width, 14.8 thick, matte gray finish, yellow gold plated screw down crown. Dallas black with sunray brush finish, oversized gold outline hour, blah 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 blah. Quartz movement, limited to 5,800 pieces. Like, why? Why even bother with that? Why even bother saying this? 479 bucks. Okay, euro. Yeah, not bad. I do prefer the later iterations of the Aqualine, where the depth meter is turned 90 degrees. That's cool. I take it diving. Um, Gracias, Rafael. My mother was Puerto Rican, and I lived in Puerto Rico for a couple years when I was younger. I went to first and second grade. So yeah, yeah, I don't sound as gringo as as some people. Um, okay. Uh let's see. Oh, let's talk about a good Urban Jurgensen. Urban return of Urban Jurgensen and the new UJ1 Turbion, UJ 2 time only, and the UJ Perpetual. I love me some Jurgensen. Um, I think um, I think these watches look great. I think they're great. Um, and the co-CEO Kari Vunlan, yeah, he used to do a lot of the dial work for them, I believe, right? For Jurgensen, and now he's a co-CEO. Um, let's see here. Can we get some more collection? Let's get some like. Okay, there's the power. Is that power reserve? That must be power reserve. Three-hander. Nice case. Oh, I like the little hobnail on the. I'm gonna call it hobnail on the case back, a knurl or whatever knurl that is. I like that. Um, see if we get some more movement shots. That's the Turbion. Okay. All right. Let's see here. That's all they're going to give us. Oh, there you go. Yeah. So a little frost on the plates here. Perlage on this plate over here. Yeah. I mean, okay. I'm not wowed, but I'm sure it looks really great in person. Love this. Love the dial work here on this calendar. A lot going on, but in a very tasteful way. Um, much prefer the gold version of that. Then I think the of the perpetual. Yeah, much prefer the gold. I think that's a great look. Or the rose gold. This may be white gold. I'm not sure. I haven't seen the details yet. It could be stainless steel as well. Um, let's take a look at pricing, of course. So 168,000 for the 18 karat gold case. Looks like maybe the other one is platinum. Is that what they're telling us? 20. Expensive. 105 for this bad boy here. That's got to be platinum, right? Yeah, platinum blue dial. And sorry, I'm scrolling pretty fast. 368,000 for the Turbion. Yeah, very pricey. The Blue Dial UJ looks very like the Vuitton and 20th anniversary Tourbillon. Not surprising considering Kari's involvement with UJ. Yeah. Uh, okay, Raphael, take it easy, buddy. Thank you for popping in. Okay. Let's move along. And what else? What else can we talk about here? Freddie C with an MOP Blue Dial Classic Tourbillon. Okay. All right. I'm not a Mother Pearl guy. No siree. Mm, not a Mother Pearl guy. Um, but um I gotta give Freddie C the nod. I mean, this is not their first rodeo with a Tourbillon, um but going for it with this MOP blue Mother of Pearl 35,000, limited to 36 pieces. Okay. Got to give it. I want to give it to these brands like a Freddie C who are doing things. I know they have like a lot of crappy watches in their catalog, but they have a few that really step up beyond, and it's surprising. Like brands like Christopher Ward who are doing something with movements and like the minute repeater that they have with the bel canto, stuff like that, which is like kind of like you don't expect these um micro brandish or middle of the pack or to the lower end of the pack watches. They're doing something with complications, you know which is very brave of them, because something like Freddie C doing a complication like this, something like a bel canto, although I feel like the bel canto was a huge success for Christopher Ward. Um, but Freddie C coming out with a Tourbillon, Freddie C not getting as much respect from people in the watch community. The bravery that it takes, right? To do this, put themselves out there like that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it what they're doing. I tried an MOP down just to try it, and yeah, I won't be rushing to get let's get a watch. Yeah. Hey, good evening, Trap Vision 3D. Um, let's see here. Anything else that is we have? Okay, I feel like I've seen a lot of Hublot Bing Bangs lately. Okay, this is the Laurent Ferrier Sport Auto 79 now in red gold. Yow, man, that's a watch. That's a watch right there. Oof. I'm with you, Marceau. I think I love it. Mm, hmm Wow. 79,000. Yeah, man. Like, Marcel, I think like, if I hit the lottery, I might have to get this watch. I think you're right. Wow. Wow. Oof. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Von Krul getting a little saucy, a little spicy on a Friday evening, Friday night. Yeah, that's some timepiece, man. Oof. Um. All right. I think I think I'm gonna call it an evening. Um, Thomas saying I love the original Titanium Sport Auto. Saw it 2 years ago. I watched it in wonder. The Skull version looks beautiful. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, I would love. This is going to be on the list. I'm with Marceau there. This is going to be on the list to see at Watch Time in October, if they have them, because that is a beauty, and I will be taking a wrist shot with that. Oh man, that's a good one. That's a good one. Um, well, anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me on a Friday night. I really do appreciate it. Have a great rest of the weekend. Be safe. Talk to some people. Go out for coffee. Um, make that connection, special connection, if you can. Anyway, I will, dude. I mean, I have it right here. I keep on meaning. I am so freaking lazy right now, man. I apologize. I will get this out to you. I promise, man. I promise. I have it right here, man. I just suck. I just suck. I just suck. I've been sucking lately. Um, but I need to send that out to you, Bunkroll. Um, have a great weekend, guys, and I will see you guys next week. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.